What? Oh, happy Tuesday. I almost asked. What day it was, but hello, happy Tuesday. I'm back. It was a long weekend. Um, and I can't not tell you guys about what I did yesterday. It's a crowd pleaser. It's a crowd pleaser. So I never been to Niagara Falls, and oh here, sorry. Let me just straighten out a little bit. Straighten out. Um, never been to Niagara Falls. I think I'm the only sibling that's been to Niagara Falls or not been to Niagara Falls. You guys, I technically saw it, but I didn't get to go because it turns out it's not really laid out that well to see it from the American side first. Like, yeah, we went to Canada. Oops. And I don't know if you know this. Yeah, Canada's closed to tourism. So you just get marked as somebody suspicious trying to enter a country that you're not prepared to enter and you have no reason to enter. So that's what happened. I was driving, hubby was sleeping. It was scary. We weren't sure if we were going to come home. We're home. So we made it. It is all good. And now it's just a good story. Because, yes, I tried to go to Niagara Falls, ended up trying to cross the border, didn't mean to, know better. Like, I have a passport, I've crossed the border, I know how this works. But yeah, it was actually kind of reassuring to get through there and have one of the Canadian Border Patrol guys say, like, yeah, this happens all the time. Come over this bridge. You're supposed to take the right. There's no sign there to tell you to take the right. I'm like, cool. No chat. You could just let me back up and wing over, but apparently not. Anyways, so that was the excitement yesterday, which was not exciting, especially because there was drinking on Sunday night that left my belly not very happy for Saturday. And then, or not Saturday, wasn't Saturday. Yesterday was Monday. Yes, I did go through into Canada, Stephanie. I tried. Anyways, on the way back, I saw a picture. Well, I took a picture and I screenshotted. Yeah. Anyways, so yeah, it was interesting. But anyway, yeah, stomach was in knots. Really wasn't sure if we were going to be able to come home or not. But the guys at the border did their job very well. We got to meet a fantastic drug dog. She was really sweet. And yeah, they sent us on our way. And whatever, here we are. So this all kind of ties in to my topic of the evening, which was like my best advice for experiencing more adventure and joy in your life. And no, I did not handle this experience with a ton of grace. I mean, I stayed calm. I didn't yell at anybody or anything like that. But I mean, like, when Google wouldn't tell me how to get home without going through Canada as we were trying to leave US Customs after 2 hours of sitting there, I was ready to cry. Like, no, Google, I can't go through Canada. We tried. Anyway, that wasn't what the experience comes from. This topic stems from these experiences that we tend to have. We, as in my people, myself and my people, tend to have when we just go, yeah, let's do that. So I think it was about 6 years ago, my sister and I, okay, let me back this up. My parents had a friend that passed away and bequeathed them some stuff. However, this friend lived in Marquette, and their house had sold, and my parents had to get the stuff from their house in Marquette before we could before the house sold, and they needed to get it, blah, blah, blah. They didn't have time to go. It was Memorial Day weekend. I was working at the post office, and when you work at the post office as a sub, you always work weekends, and this was a holiday weekend. So I had to work Saturday, and then I had to work Monday as well. So I left the post office at 6 p.m. on a Saturday, drove around the corner to my mother's, picked up my sister, my mother, my daughter. We all loaded up the truck and drove to Marquette. Got there at something like 1 a.m, hung out for, I don't know, 8 hours, and then drove home so that I could work on Monday morning. It was all in all, it was like a 36-hour trip from home to Marquette. Yeah, like in total, drive time included. And we had a freaking blast. Like it was rough drive. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, the drive is always rough. Like these long drives are always rough, but we had a freaking blast, and we were only gone for 36 hours, and it barely cost us any money because all we did was pay for gas. Like we seriously packed a tent and didn't even end up sleeping. We slept in someone's garage, like the empty house's garage. We slept in it because why not? So we didn't pay for anything, and even if we had to, it would have been like a campsite. Like we were literally just sleeping. We could have slept in the truck, but nobody likes to do that. So, anyways, and then on another occasion, I've done this. Oh, we went to New York. My sister, my husband, and I loaded up and went to Manhattan. We went to New York City a couple of years ago in October. Again, it was like a really quick trip. We drove down one day, stayed the next, down. It's not really down. We drove over one day, stayed the next day, and then that night we left. So again, it ended up being like a 42-hour trip or something like that because the drive's a little bit longer. We had a blast, and I've never been to New York City. My husband never been to New York City. We might as well go to New York City, even though we're only going to get 9 hours in the city total. It was totally worth it. It was totally worth to go and have that trip. So you want to experience adventure? Don't be afraid to just be like, fluff it. I'm going. Fluff it. We're going for the weekend. Fluff it. Like, aren't you glad I just switched to fluff? That's just so fun. Anyway. I'm still feeling a little goofy from the trip, just saying. So anyways, yeah, I am like a huge proponent now of somebody says, hey, if you wanted to, I know it wouldn't be a very long trip, or I know it might not seem worth the drive. I'm telling you, it's worth the drive, especially if you have children, especially if your children are used to not going anywhere. My child's around here somewhere. Are you, Audrey? I see her. She's behind the boxes. Audrey, can you respond loudly? Did you, oh gosh, please don't do me wrong. Did you have fun when we went up north with Leslie?
The time that I had just
You have to be talking louder, I think, because you're far away.
So the time that I slept in a cot that was ripped?
Yeah, the ripped cot. The sleep on the ripped cot.
Not really when it came to sleeping on the cot.
Not when it came to sleeping on, okay.
And I didn't get to sleep.
But you had fun because
rocks.
we went. We tried to, okay, she's disappointed because we didn't see pictured rocks. But we had fun at Presque Isle. We had fun just going on an adventure, right?
I don't remember that. All I remember is that we were flying through the clouds trying to get back and couldn't see because we were going through the clouds trying to get back on the bridge.
Oh yeah, it was cloudy. But either way, the point is that she had fun and it was worth it to her. Teenagers, I tell you. Close enough. Anyways, so that's it, you guys. I just am a huge proponent now for if you want more adventure, if you want more joy, or if you feel like I never get to do anything, it's first of all, it's your perspective. Second of all, it's the language you use. And third of all, you have to be willing to just jump up and go. You have to look at it and be like 36 hours. Gosh, it's a 9.5-hour drive there, 9.5-hour drive back. That's 18 hours in the car. I only get 18 hours between sleep and hanging out. What the heck? Do it. Do it. It is worth it. It's worth the trip. It's worth it. It doesn't matter what you're doing. Why? Because you're all in the car together. Because you're all on an adventure. Nobody knows what's going to happen. And you're not out to spend money. You're not going on anything like crazy. You're not trying to go to an adventure park. You're not trying to go to the, like, even the movies or whatever. Like, you're just going to see the road, to see the nature that is out there. Oh my gosh. It's straight up from the movie Up. Adventure is out there. Y'all, go find some. I did. And it almost went really bad when we almost ended up in Canada. But we did it. They didn't let us go into Canada, so we're here. Anyways, that's all. That's my spiel for tonight. I love you guys. I'm so glad to be back with you. And I will talk to you later.